On the first page of our story, the future seemed so bright. Then, this thing turned out so evil. We don't know. We are still surprised. It's reappearing, and it all comes back to messing with our youthful lives, leaving us in an absolute mess. We wish you knew what's wrong with us, yet you turned your back on us. We are overwhelmed with pain, caught in this trap. You taught us to hate. You brought us pure agony, but you never know. You will never know what's wrong with us. We tried so hard to be everything, dear society. We truly felt a great change in us. But now we feel nothing. We'll never love you or your vices. But in this tug of war, you always win because you think that we are always wrong. We love the way you lie. Damn society. Damn system. Wait a second. Pause a minute. Stop. Put your damn self in our youthful shoes. Imagine me. Imagine us. Imagine youth. And stop frustrating us.
Wow, it's good to be back here again today. Well, my name is Tokunbo Johnson, and in this episode of Present Truth with BeulahToks, I have beside me the indefatigable Speed.
Thank you very much,
That's who it is. And well, we'll be talking about the role of youth in social political development of a nation. What's the role of youth in Nigeria as it develops and as it evolves? And, we also say that a lot of youth are hungry. Why are they hungry? We want to look at all those things. Welcome back, and here again, Speed.
Yes, sir.
Nice to have you. All right. Before I go on, I feel I need to tell the story because I always like to tell my story or someone else's story because we all have stories. Okay. Now, I lost my parents, both of them, when I was 11 years old. And then when that happened, it was like my whole world stopped. I was frustrated. I was angry with the system that killed my parents because they both died on a carnage because of bad roads that governments of that day refused to fix. And you can imagine an 11-year-old, find himself in the maze of a world, he doesn't even know what to do next. All the promises that my parents made to me went down the drains. I was very hungry with everyone. I was very hungry myself, and I didn't seem to have a way out of it. But, thankfully, at a point in my life, in the midst of my crisis, Jesus Christ, the love of my soul, found me and let my story change. I do believe that your story can change, just like mine. We'll be looking at a couple of things today, like I said to you earlier on. But I want to fundamentally speak about what the aged Paul, the apostle, spoke to one of his young mentees. His name was Timothy. And I want to take this from the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. And this is what it says. Paul said to him, "Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, and in purity." We want to look at a couple of these things. What does this mean? How can young people be models or patterns? I'll be right back. Before I go on, I want to share with you an opinion editorial by one Magnus Onyibe. And it's on the political impact of youth. It was published by an online material on online outfit called Business Dispatch. It reads, and I quote, "Never has the power to determine who becomes Nigeria's next president been at the behest of Nigerian youth more than now." Let me explain, he said. Nigerian demographic records indicate that over half of Nigerian population, perhaps 60%, is comprised of youth ages 18 to 35. So the bulk of voters are youths. In this new age of social or new media, the youths matter because they are the most adept and savvy at using IT to mobilize support for or against a candidate. In available records indicate that over 40% of Nigerian youths are unemployed and hungry. And as the saying goes, a hungry man is an angry man. End of quote.
Wow. I need to ask, why are young people so angry? Is it justifiable?
Well, I haven't been a young person myself, and I told you my story already, and I was very hungry. And if I was hungry, I think the youths of today have every reason to be hungry. And the reasons are not far-fetched. It's getting worse by the day. Issue of unemployment and hunger. I mean, people were we already sometimes that went for job exams where each applicant paid 1,000 for the form.
Yeah.
And there are about 800,000 of them.
Wow.
If you had that, multiply 1,000 by 800,
Wow.
800 million was taken from Nigerian youth. And at the end of the day, what did they get for it?
Nothing.
Some of them were stampeded to death. Now, that would make anyone angry. The issue of high cost of power generation. I mean, everyone generates his own power by himself.
True.
You have to buy fuel, you have to run, and it's getting tougher and tougher by the day. That in itself is enough. Compounded with unemployment.
Yeah.
So I have no job, so my economic capacity is low, and then I have to burn fuel, I have to incur such high cost in power generation. That's unacceptable.
Killing.